I've looked at her 1,000 times, the face, the scars, the uphill climb. I've doubted her, I've criticized, but today I see her through loving eyes. She's grown from pain, she's bloomed from tears, she's held it down for all these years. She's worthy of joy, worthy of grace.
Hi, my name is Flora Uwadiegwu.
My name is Amaka, Okechukwu, Opara.
My name is Ikpeme-Mbakwem.
My name is Akin.
My name is Ariyike.
My name is Shoutout. I'm Gabriella, Uwadiegwu.
My name is Oliseamaka.
My name is Audrey. I am a senior software engineer, build server-side solutions, and I dabble in AI sometimes.
I'm the VPI Academy, the tech training center for health technologies.
I'm a 400 level student of electrical and electronics engineering at the University of Lagos, and I'm a hardware developer.
I'm the founding partner of WEAV Capital. We're a fund that is really a movement, and the movement is really to showcase the bankability of female-led businesses and to really shift the way in which capital is allocated in the ecosystem to ensure that women are a core part of that story.
I work as a data engineer and data architect in the Nigerian fintech space.
I am a product designer, illustrator, and I like to tell people I'm a design entrepreneur.
I serve as the country technology lead for Ikpeme-Mbakwem for Nigeria and Ghana.
I'm the president of Wetech. I'm an engineer and also an investor.
And I'm a co-founder and vice president at Wetech.
At Wetech, I wear many hats, ensuring that the voices of women in tech are heard, from managing our programs to leading our teams, executing all our events and programs and partnerships. As an engineer, I build AI systems that make mental health accessible for all. And as an investor, I invest in startups that are led by women on the continent.
Wetech is a community dedicated to empowering women and ensuring that we're not just beneficiaries or a part of the future, but are leading and shaping the future.
I get to build payment solutions. I get to build wealth for people. I get to build products that take people from just not being able to see wealth and take them to a point where they feel like, actually I can buy $1,000.
Wetech's vision connects to our story in a very significant way. In 2024, when we wanted to launch our program, our application drive, it was at the time that Wetech was also hosting its event. And so the Wetech platform gave us that opportunity to launch to hundreds of women in tech.
I'm happy to say that with the amazing work that Wetech is doing, over the past 4 years, I've been able to see a lot of women working as data analysts, working as engineers, and working as scientists.
Wetech is an organization I came across roughly 2 years ago, and I've been blown away by the intentionality of purpose, the intentionality of saying that we're moving away from a system that typically was focused on isolation and people building in isolation to one where people are collaborating.
Wetech is very personal to me because I've seen how talent without access is essentially wasted potential.
There's a lot of access that Wetech is creating and opportunity.
I started out in technology because of opportunities and organizations like Wetech that had already existed, and I got into tech and thrived in it because of those opportunities.
I've been able to benefit from the relationships I have with so many women and it brought me to where I am today.
I went to a Wetech conference and I met someone who changed the trajectory of my life.
I'm just generally very excited whenever I hear about Wetech and the programs that we do, the opportunities and the access we provide to women.
When we're looking at innovation and saying the future is clearly going to be technology driven, it's saying that collectively, we're all solving and working towards that same problem where we're ensuring that women are a core part of that future.
With Wetech, it was just a reflection of giving more of that access to women, particularly back home here in Nigeria and Africa at large.
So the word that comes to mind for me when I hear power shift is audacity.
Change.
Momentum.
Liberation.
Ascend.
Capacity.
I would say 316 billion.
Access is what comes to mind.
$316 billion is the value and the increase in GDP that is going to come from, women participating more equally in society in Africa today.
When you talk about the power shift is the fact that young women and even men, right, can see women working in male-dominated spaces and actually owning that space, which is really important.
We have more founders who are female. Collaborations are happening on like fully female teams. I think we finally are reaching that point.
When I think about what shifts are happening for women in technology in Africa today, there are many. People are increasingly recognizing that we're moving from tokenism to real intentionality. And people are understanding that investing and supporting women in technology is not just a nice to have, it actually is a core part of how we will build the future of Africa.
A couple of years ago, you would see people talk about, she's working in tech. It was something that was like sort of like a unicorn, something that's not seen often, but now it's becoming unremarkable.
You're finding that there are more women who are actually emboldened to take steps to be part of core tech programs.
Women are moving from asking for permission to be in rooms and spaces. Like, I feel like we're moving beyond that now to being part of conversations where we are now building things, shaping things.
I recently transitioned when I can see that even my current manager or even the CIO where I work now is a woman. So you see a lot of women taking very strategic positions.
I've been able to attend many conferences, many tech events lately, and the percentage of women in it compared to how it was before has radically increased.
We're shifting from invisibility to influence, and then we're also shifting from
participation to leadership. A lot of women are no longer learning a skill or taking another training program. Now we're building businesses, we're building startups, we're shaping policy, and we're leading innovation.
You get to see more women in AI, more women in even hardware, more women in just tech and product management.
Coming from where we were before, where women are typically in HR roles, customer service, or support roles, but now you see women working as engineers.
And it's really nice to be able to see that kind of shift because it makes you connect more to the people that are there.
Today, Africa has the highest rates of women entrepreneurs globally.
Moving away from that tokenism to very intentional focus on knowing that if you ignore women in technology from an investment perspective, from a developer perspective, from an end user perspective, then you're really going to lose out in the future of innovation.
However, only less than 5% of venture funding goes back to them. And because of that contrast, we are now, generating the momentum that we need to see to bridge that gap. That is what Wetech is trying to do today. Not just, asking for inclusion, but for us to own our own tables.
The way I see it, women owning power differently with empathy, innovation, and collaboration looks like women using gifts that we are often touted to have innately.
As an investor who invests in women that are building technology, you see that they're building very differently. They're building different technologies. They're building with empathy.
Women are usually the ones leading conversations that are centered around building with conscience, building with people in mind.
When we're talking in particular women in technology, when you find women who are building, when women are leading, when women are part of the things that make our lives easier, it would change how we interact with technology. It will shape how we build and work together as people, and also just experience life.
For the 2026 edition of the Wetech Conference, I think I'm hoping and looking for even more collaboration.
I'm hoping that, women are able to go from inspiration to action.
I want people to go home and I want them to do something.
I want to see new ventures come out of this.
Getting to see more of younger people.
I want to see people taking more steps, building scary things, collaborating a little bit more, not being shy to reach out.
I want to see more global connections formed.
I'd love to see a lot of partnerships come out of that conference. I think the Wetech conferences are always fantastic, and I was blown away by the number of participants and how there was such a strong collective representation in that conference.
The work for 2026 is to continue what we've always been doing, being that catalyst, being that safe space and community for women to get into tech and as well thrive. And not just thrive, but also become contributors to the mission that we believe in.
I want women to live empowered, and not just for a day or two or just for the week.
I don't want you to just let that excitement die with you. One week you sit with it, it goes your way.
I want this to be for a lifetime. It's not a spur of the moment, it's a launch pad to the future.
I think for 2026 especially, the thing I look forward to most is seeing more women, giving more access to more women, and increasing our capacity for the women that will be there that day. So I'm very excited about it because I know that we've opened it up for more people.
So I would tell the next generation of women to take up space, and if taking up space for you looks like doing it softly, doing it quietly, that's also okay.
When it comes to taking up spaces, sometimes you are never given the space. Create yours and invite others in that space.
Do it unapologetically.
Just walk into those rooms without permission because you don't need it.
Be confident. Nobody's going to give it to you, so you have to go and take it.
And remember that women are so powerful. We can do anything once we put our minds to it.
The future that I'm hoping to see, I've been seeing a lot of it recently. So I'm hoping to see more women leading more companies, because we know that change comes a lot from these big tech companies, and if women are at the helm of that, it just makes things easier. Women are great leaders, so if they're able to get into those kind of positions and also make impacts that way, the ripple effect will just spread everywhere. More people can get into it, and more women can see themselves in these kind of people.
Personally, I am a recipient of many years of work from women that came before me, some of them who didn't live to see the benefits of the things they fought for. Because of women that came before, I can vote. I'm sitting in a room, I can set up a business, I can own a bank account, I can go to a bank and maybe get money if I have collateral. And this is the effort of women that came before me. Our work now is ensuring that we also lay the foundation for the women that are coming ahead of us. And our hope is to see that change in our lifetime.
I envision a world of technology where women are leading it, where they shape how technology is done, how they shape how technology is built, they shape how people experience technology. I think that there's nothing more important or much better than being able to create technology to mirror the people that it's being built for. Well, half the world, so a good amount of that should be represented in the people that are actually creating it.
In a world where people tell you how to build and how an organization looks and how technology should look, I really want Wetech to be a strong catalyst for women in technology to continue building in their own natural voice, in their own natural style.
With Wetech helping to shape that narrative, we're going early on, women who are early into their careers and also women who are well into their careers, to be their #1 supporter. We want to make sure they are getting into the industry and they're staying in the industry and as well thriving in the industry.
The movement has begun.
Women start here
And lead everywhere.
Don't just watch things happen.
Join the shift
At wetech.africa now.